Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'd like to welcome you back to the courtroom and back to the case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I hope you all are doing well today. Let me adjust my microphone, make sure you guys can hear everything crystal clear. And I want to say one thing before we get started. It's hot outside. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. We don't need people out here on the streets collapsing of heat exhaustion, heat stroke. Give your body what it needs. That's all I need to say about that. Now, if you can recall last episode, ladies and gentlemen, we finally got Edgeworth to let us defend him. And it turned out that a lot more is going on than we thought it was. We found out that his father was murdered in the past, and that Mia and Maya's mom was the medium that they used to try to figure out if they could get the real killer. I don't really know how to explain it, but you know, y'all remember, y'all saw what happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's see if we're going to start the trial today or if we're going to do a little bit more investigation. Either ways, let's have fun. Let's do it. Oh yeah, that's right. We're supposed to start the trial today. It's been a while. I feel like it's been like 2 weeks since I played this. All right, Karma. Turn this down a little bit. Well, that's not too loud for y'all. Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. Drag it. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait! Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Okay, so we're gonna have to put Von Doom in his place. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? It's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Alright, y'all, here we go. December 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Look at this dude, bro. Beethoven over here. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Look at bro. He is a villain. Look at this dude. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here with, I would stand here were I not completely prepared. Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. But what? The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. Okay. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. 2? Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. They ain't saying about 2 pistol shots. Hold up. Overhead map added to the court record. Okay. Testify to the court about the arrest now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma? Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. Alright. Trying to take a sip of my coffee, but it's still too hot. Oh no, that's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Alright, let's get it. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Bro, don't tell me what to do. Don't. Stop. Okay. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Damn! Why'd that voice sound so demonic? The woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. The testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. It's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is, get there quick. That sounds crazy. Objection. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when he saw you? When Yeah, y'all saw it. Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why do you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. I can't wait to beat this dude right here. I cannot wait. That's going to be a sweet moment. It's only been, what, 5 minutes into this, and he's already been the most annoying character so far. Continue now. I hate like pompous people, man. Is that the word? Arrogant. I hate people like that. Excuse me. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues? Did you find any clues on the body? Okay, see, there we go. A single bullet was recovered from the body, so there were 2 gunshots, but they only found 1 bullet. Okay. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. 22. Okay. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. What is that? That's not 1911. What is that? I don't know. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. The murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Well, now I'm confused, because there was 1 bullet found, but they said that the witness heard 2 gunshots, but the pistol was fired 3 times. What are we doing, y'all? Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Well, he trying to act cool like he know everything. He don't know what it is either. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shots. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, I'm gonna stop shaking that finger. You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? 10-minute recess, now! But, wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get it on with, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Yeah, I can't wait to put this dude in his place. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints are on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry. It's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? Yeah, don't make her feel bad. If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. No, it's nice having her here for you know, moral support, some laughs. She makes me laugh, you know. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out, even if you don't actually help. It's a thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa. Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. I gotta get a new camera stand. That'll be alright. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Baby girl. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university. That I am. Good. Begin telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents on a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Okay. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. What is up with her body, bro? You stand like Helga Pataki. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been one who shot him. Or the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. That stance is crazy. Order, order, order. I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Yeah, now hold up now. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Oh, I can't wait to put this dude down. Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only find flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. I had a feeling about this. Alright. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Alright, I didn't notice anything. Everything sounded like pretty sound, so. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. This dude is a demon for real, y'all. Objection. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. Oh crap. I didn't press. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? No. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at that picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean you can't see nobody's faces in the picture. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Okay. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble. Von Karma. I think I hate you, Miyabitubo. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't nary a thing on that lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. Sounds pretty sure. Press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. Dude, what? And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick! Lada's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who is this? Who is this? Who was that? It was me! Okay, Maya. It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. A lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life and death, or life or death. Lada! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lada. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it! I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Bro, no. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. Judge, if you don't grow some balls, bro. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lada Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey. You will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya, a real one, bro. That's what's up. Maya, That's my girl right there. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Alright, here we go, y'all. We're gonna find something. First try. The last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man in the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Well, what about the other man? Yeah, who was the other dude? Did you see him? You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. Oh, what's cracking? If you can. Mr. Wright, I have to What? I have to assign you a penalty. Damn. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Meyer's efforts either. Damn, so okay, hold on. It was clear as day, the man on the boat was Edgeworth. What? Is that all she gonna say? The man on the boat, okay, alright. So we gotta present something. Okay. She says she saw it clear as day, but it was nighttime. I'm gonna do this. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. Stop. I'm never gonna not do that. But the photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth? How? What? What? That face was crazy. Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. What? Why would you say that? Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Alright. Now Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. Okay. You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. It was a cold night and the mist was okay. As thick as grits. So if I press, is it gonna take? So how could you see Edgeworth? Just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as is. Damn. Nobody loves me. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic. The issue we are concerned with here, Mr. Hart, Miss Hart, seeing Miss. Oh my God! The issue we're concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. I feel like it's pretty relevant, bro. You can't say that for certain. I mean, we're using a picture taken from the camera as evidence. Like, yeah, the camera is pretty freaking relevant. Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yes. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow. Maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, y'all, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. I did, yeah. Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Okay, let's see what we have that we can present. Let's go through again. Yeah, it was cold night. The mist was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. I don't think the camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower though, because if it was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower, it would be pointed up. But I feel like the camera was clearly pointed. Yeah, it's pointed at the lake. So she was in her car when the picture was taken. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. Yep. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oh. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? I think she was looking for what's his name, the monster. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to... Yep. Miss Hart, this is what you're trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's say you proved that it was down at the lake. I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well. Let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph? Okay. Would it not be the camera again? So it's either going to be the camera or it's going to be this again. Either, okay, so what I'm thinking is the camera set up could be the proof because it was facing the lake, or maybe she wrote this article. I didn't really see if there was an author for the article, but maybe she wrote this. But let's go with the camera first. Hope this right. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, yeah, that's right too. It was set to take loud noises. You wouldn't need to set it up for loud noises if you're taking pictures of stars. They don't make noises. Okay, okay. At least that we can hear you. Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had your camera set to respond to loud noises. Yep, we in there. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop playing. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that of a witness is that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Okay, he getting nervous now. Yeah, he getting nervous. Bitch. Alright. My bad. Sorry. Professional. Why this new testimony? Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. So what was the first bang? I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Okay, so we're gonna have to ask her about that first bang she heard. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more there is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Yeah, object back, bro. I claim the defense right to cross-examination the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. That would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Woo! Okay. I'm nervous. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked okay. I want to press her on this. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. See, I wanted to press her because we still have the party poppers too. So we found like a whole bunch of those. Somebody could have been out partying somewhere, pop one off. I don't know, but that's why I wanted to press her on that. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the... Okay, so I can press her on other stuff. I just watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What did I do now? What do you give me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands and I heard another gunshot. I better find some sort of... Okay. Let me see what I have real quick. Didn't I have the party popper as evidence? Okay, hold on. Oh, I can go back and forth? I didn't know that. Oh, well, there you go. Learn something new. Hey, what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. An investigative photographer. Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press? It's kind of a business. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a there was a UFO just hanging in the sky. a UFO. No, an unified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. See, kind of shaky basis for a career. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news as Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not... Oh, okay. Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera. Yep. Borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah, is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Yep. When I heard the bang, straight at the lake. What'd she say after this? Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands. Let's try this. Let's try presenting the gun on this. I don't think that's gonna do anything. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction. Nope. Dang. Did I already do this? Did I already do the boat? I feel like I already did the boat. Let me try this. Hold on. That's my last one. Oh, okay, there we go. Woo! Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. But I feel like, okay, yeah, so she'd be more interested in Gordy. Like, she'd be so worried about getting a picture that she wouldn't even worry about a bang or whatever. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, see? Yeah. You wouldn't give the thought about a boat. Excuse me, you wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I was just... I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat until now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... What? Witness. That's enough. I bet she made it a little bit more clear. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite. But she'll let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show them like, yeah, bro. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been processed to the court? I have moments, y'all. I'm sorry. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Over here withholding evidence, y'all. Come on. Show the photo of the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement of the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Okay, show it enlargement to. Okay. Make sure I get that. Woo. We still cannot see who is firing this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Lake photo added to the court record. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. But that was a left hand. Is Edgeworth left-handed? Excuse me. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. Pause, yo. Pause. And little good it has done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means a cross-examination. is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. What? Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. Yeah, so that person's holding it with the left hand. We gotta see if Edgeworth is left-handed or right-handed. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange with that enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about the photo. I'm gonna go for it, y'all. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. Whoa, okay, is there a... I don't know what to do. Take it automatically. From his right hand! Yep. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go. Yep. Big brain. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people in the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Oh, I know it wasn't Larry. Alright, so we got Miss Hart, the victim himself. Okay. Edgeworth thought it was suicide, so we can go with that. It did cross my mind that Lotta could have shot him, but I don't think it was her, so let's just go with this. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed. It does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been suicide. Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Autopsy report updated in the court records, shot from approximately 1 meter away. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Whew. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No. I have not yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. Okay, that's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel? With a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. To be continued. Man. Alright, y'all. We're gonna end it here for today. This was interesting. We got it's like we got far, but we kind of didn't get far. Obviously, the biggest piece of information that we got was the left hand. Like, the shooter was left-handed. Edgeworth, his prints were from his right hand. So that's clearly, you know, that kind of saves him a little bit. I really don't know. Like, this was tough. Lada, like, clearly she's kind of suspicious in certain ways, but I don't think she's the killer. But you can't really rule anything out either, you know. You don't. Anybody can do anything in this game, but yeah, we're getting closer to, you know, kind of figuring out what really happened here. We're just gonna do a little more investigation. Hopefully, on the next investigation, we'll find some extra stuff that'll help us out. Also, Von Karma. I cannot wait to see this dude lose. I cannot wait to just end his whole career. I can't stand people like him. But yeah, like, you know, Edgeworth said, he seems like somebody that's willing to do anything to win cases. Like, he clearly was kind of manipulating a lot of his whole testimony and keeping information from the court. So we're gonna see what other tricks he's got up his sleeve. But, you know, hopefully we can get past those and, you know, just prove our boy Edgeworth innocent. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below what you think about it so far, who you think it could be, possibly. Yeah, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.